Okay, so we're going to find the least number of terms for the sum of 11 plus 12 plus 13 plus 14 to exceed 3,760. So what we have a series where it goes up by just 1 each time. So it's an arithmetic series, and the first term we call A is equal to 11, and the common difference we call D is equal to 1. And the thing we want to find out is the number of terms, where if you add all these up, you'll get something more than 3,760. Now, the sum of these first n terms, Sn, is what this stands for, is given by the formula. Now, this is the half n first plus last version of the formula. This is the one generally most students will use, a half times n times 2a, which is the first term, plus n, and a lot of students miss out the plus, minus 1d, the common difference. We know the sum's going to add up to 3,760. So let's write that down. And we want to know when it exceeds this. Well, let's find out when it equals this, and that will help us know when it exceeds it. So we've got a half n. I'm going to always write that as n over 2. We don't know n. We do know a, so we've got 2 times 11 plus n minus 1. Again, we don't know n. And we do know d times 1. So let's just simplify that. I'm just having a quick look to see. I think the easiest thing is we're going to times this by 2. So we're going to do 3,760 times 2, and we're going to get 7,520 here. And we're going to get n. 2 times 11 is 22. N minus 1 times 1 is just going to be plus n minus 1. So 7,520 will equal, that's going to give me 22 minus 1 is 21. So I have 21 times n. And I'm also going to have n times n, which gives me n squared. So what I've done, I've just written this as 21 plus n. So I've done 21 times n, and n times n is n squared. So I'm solving the quadratic equation. So it's going to be plus 21n minus 7,520. We always get all the terms onto the same side for a quadratic. If you see an n squared, start getting everything onto the same side and see where you get to. Now, I'm not going to try and factorise this. This might be possible to factorise this. I'm not really interested in looking at all the factors of 7,520. So I'm going to jump straight into the quadratic formula. Just give myself a bit of extra space. So that means that n will equal minus b, which is this, minus 21, plus or minus the square root of b squared, so that's 21 squared, minus 4 times a, which is the number of n squared, times c, which is minus 7,000. So we're going to end up with plus 4 times 7,520, because minus 4 times minus 7,000 will give us a plus. All over 2 lots of a. The a is the number of lots of n squared in this, so all over 2. So that's our quadratic formula, and we put that into our calculator. So we're going to get, now for an arithmetic series, we're going to be looking for when n is positive, so we don't need to worry about the minus. So let's do minus 21 plus the square root of 21 squared plus 4 times 7,520. I'm just going to press equals on my calculator to that, and that gives me 153. And then I'm going to divide that by 2, and that gives me 76.85. So that's when it's equal to this value. So the first time it's going to be bigger than this value is when n equals 77. Okay, 76 it must be less, 77 must be when it's more. And that is my answer.